Organelles of eukaryotic cells. Nucleus contains all the genetic material necessary for replication of the cell. Mitochondrion, location of many metabolic processes, pyruvate dehydrogenase, citric acid cycle, ETC, oxidative phosphorylation, beta oxidation, sum of gluconeogenesis, urea cycle, and ATP production. Lysosomes, membrane-bound structures containing hydrolytic enzymes capable of breaking down many different substrates. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, interconnected membranous structure with ribosomes studding the outside. Site of synthesis of proteins destined for insertion into a membrane or secretion. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, interconnected membranous structure where lipid synthesis and detoxification occurs. Golgi apparatus, membrane-bound sacs where post-translational modification of proteins occurs. Peroxisomes, organelle containing hydrogen peroxide, site of beta oxidation of very long-chain fatty acids. Fluid mosaic model and membrane traffic. Phospholipid bilayer with cholesterol and embedded proteins. Exterior, hydrophilic phosphate head groups. Interior, hydrophobic fatty acids. The original form of the cell theory consisted of three basic tenets. All living things are composed of cells. The cell is the basic functional unit of life. Cells arise only from pre-existing cells. A fourth tenet has been added as a result of advances in molecular biology. Cells carry genetic information in the form of DNA. This genetic material is passed on from parent to daughter cell. Eukaryotes contain membrane-bound organelles, such as a nucleus, while prokaryotes are simpler cells without a nucleus. Prokaryotes, classified by shape. Spherical bacteria are known as cocci, while rod-shaped bacteria are known as bacilli. Spiral-shaped bacteria are known as spirili. Cell wall and cell membrane form the envelope. Composition of the cell wall further classifies bacteria into gram-positive and gram-negative. Gram-positive bacteria have large quantities of peptidoglycan in the cell wall, while gram-negative bacteria have much smaller quantities of peptidoglycan with lipopolysaccharides. Structure of flagella in bacteria is much different than that of eukaryotes. Eukaryotic flagella contain a basal body that serves as the engine for motion. All prokaryotes divide by binary fission. The circular chromosome replicates and attaches to the cell wall. The plasma membrane and cell wall grow along the midline, forming daughter cells. Cell division. G1. Cell increases its organelles and cytoplasm. S. DNA replication. G2. Same as G1. M. The cell divides in two. Mitosis. PMAT. Meiosis. PMAT times 2. Mitosis. Interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, daughter cells. Meiosis. Interphase, prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, metaphase 2, daughter cells. Anaphase 2, telophase 2, gametes, sexual reproduction, meiosis 1. Two pairs of sister chromatids form tetrads during prophase 1. Crossing over leads to genetic recombination in prophase 1. Homologous chromosomes separate during metaphase 1. Meiosis 2. Essentially identical to mitosis, but no replication. Meiosis occurs in spermatogenesis and oogenesis. 4 stages of early development. 4 stages of early development. Cleavage, mitotic divisions. Implantation, embryo implants during blastula stage. Gastrulation, ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm form. Neurulation, germ layers develop a nervous system. Ectoderm, nervous system, epidermis, lens of eye, inner ear. Endoderm, lining of digestive tract, lungs, liver, and pancreas. Mesoderm, muscles, skeleton, circulatory system, gonads, kidney. Homeostasis, osmoregulation, filtration at the glomerulus. Filtrate passes through. Passive, secretion of acids, bases, and ions from interstitial fluid to filtrate, maintains pH, concentration of potassium ions, and concentration of waste. Passive and active. Reabsorption, essential substances and water flow from filtrate to blood, enabled by osmolarity gradient and selective permeability of the walls. Passive and active. Hormonal regulation. Aldosterone stimulates sodium reabsorption, potassium and hydrogen secretion, increases water reabsorption, blood volume, and blood pressure. Secreted from adrenal cortex. Is regulated by the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. ADH, vasopressin, increases collecting ducts' permeability to water to increase water reabsorption. Is secreted from posterior pituitary with high concentration of solute in the blood. Kidneys regulate salt concentration and water concentration in the blood. Their functional unit is the nephron. The liver's role in homeostasis. 1. Gluconeogenesis. 2. Processing of nitrogenous wastes. 3. Detoxification of wastes, chemicals, drugs. 4. Storage of iron and vitamin A. 5. Synthesis of bile and blood proteins. 6. Beta-oxidation of fatty acids to ketones. 7. Interconversion of carbohydrates, fats, and amino acids. Layers of the skin. Stratum corneum, stratum lucidum, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, stratum basalis.